To hit our high-level objectives for the Artura program, we had to start with a clean sheet of paper to design and develop what we're calling MCLA, the McLaren Carbon Lightweight Architecture. This of course starts with an all-new carbon tub, but in fact MCLA is much more than just a tub. It's the chassis hardpoints, it's the crash structures, and it's an all-new electrical architecture, one that's allowed us to add features like adaptive cruise control and Apple CarPlay. MCLA will underpin our next generation of McLaren models, and it's not only new, it's every bit as revolutionary as the monocell we introduced with the 12C. Most importantly, MCLA is optimized to work with our all-new high-performance hybrid powertrain and exploits McLaren's core competitive advantage when it comes to electrification, which is lightweighting. Compared to our first generation architecture, MCLA is not only stronger, it's safer, and incredibly, it's lighter. MCLA has been designed hand in hand with our all-new high-performance hybrid powertrain. At its heart is an entirely new 3-litre V6 engine with a pretty unusual 120-degree V-angle, of course featuring direct injection. The hybrid system, while there to deliver that P1 driving experience, is in fact completely new. It features a bespoke axial flux motor and a lithium-ion energy-dense battery. Of course, this is designed to perform in the way you'd expect of a McLaren, providing torque infill at low RPM and then building to deliver linear response at high RPM. But of course, it's also been designed with longevity and cost of ownership front of mind. Together, the high-performance hybrid powertrain delivers 680 PS of power and 720 Newton meters of torque. And 95 PS of that power comes from the electric motor. Now, the P1 demonstrated the benefits of torque infill in terms of delivering great throttle response. And this is the area of the Artura I'm most excited about, because I always want to have great throttle response. The hybrid powertrain provides around 30 kilometers of emissions-free EV running and contributes to emissions of just 129 grams per kilometer. The hybrid powertrain incorporates an all-new 8-speed transmission and the switch to a V6 engine, one that has a specific capacity approaching 200 PS per litre, provides a different character of engine, but one with no drawbacks. Let's talk about performance for a second. 0 to 200 kilometers an hour in just 8.3 seconds. That's just a tenth off the performance of our hardcore 600 LT model, and it doesn't stop accelerating until it hits 330 kilometers per hour. The opportunity to design the powertrain from a clean sheet of paper has allowed us to really focus on the acoustics, minimizing those sounds you'd rather not hear as a driver, but maximizing those sounds you really do want to hear. The result is a high revving V6. We rev to 8,500 RPM with an emotive, aggressive soundtrack, but one that's also perfectly balanced. From the ground up, Artura is designed to deliver the best possible handling and feedback, and incorporates the latest technology to improve the driving experience. I mentioned earlier that our mission with Artura was to add the benefits of a high-performance hybrid powertrain, but without the weight penalty you'd normally expect with this type of technology. Well, I'm really pleased to say it's a mission we've absolutely delivered on, with Artura weighing just 1498 kilos din and just 1395 kilos dry. We've retained our hydraulic steering system for the best possible feedback. This is matched with an all-new stiff suspension system that really maximizes control of the contact patch, and this is paired with our proactive damping control to provide absolute fantastic body control, but without compromising ride comfort. And a first for McLaren is the use of an E-differential. Incorporated into that new 8-speed transmission, this enhances control, agility, and cornering performance. As always, we provide the driver with a choice of both powertrain and handling modes, but in Artura, they're so much more straightforward to use. The instrument binnacle incorporates 2 rockers, which you can reach without having to take your hands off the wheel. To summarise, Artura very much represents our, and possibly even the, next generation supercar. It uses the very latest technology to provide a versatile and engaging driving experience.